making sure the stream's up, then I'll quickly go over this. Want to get it done. There's some tournaments I want to watch, so let's make sure this is working. Testing, 1, 2. Cool. Right, seems like it's working. Goody gun drops. Right, let's get to it then. Yo, man, like Benji. What's going on, dude? Won't need to chat for this. It's only going to be a quick one. Just going over a pretty basic OS that I've been slacking on and not practicing. Volume's quite low. What, audio or the BGM? If it's the audio, then I kind of want it to be pretty low. There's no game audio. It's like a, what's it? Nightbot, whatever it's called. Yeah, Nightbot, I think it is. So yeah, it's a basic OS for Dragon Ball Z. Every character can use it. It's gonna be different inputs depending on the character, but every character should have a decent one. Well, to be fair, every character has got one. Some will have ones that are better than others. Vegeta's one's pretty useful. Broly's one is okay. It's okay, but Vegeta's one's really useful. It turns it from a unsafe situation to a safe situation. So let's double check. I've got everything going. My mic's low. I did turn it up a little bit. Hopefully that's better. I'm talking quite quiet as well because, you know, it's a secret tech, so I've got to whisper. Hopefully that's a bit louder. Don't turn up the gains too much, otherwise it'll just blow everyone's eardrums. Hopefully that's cool. So yeah, basic OS. OSs are in literally every game, probably bar dive kick, because there's only 2 buttons in dive kick. But the way I would explain an OS is you input 2 commands, specials, inputs, whatever you want to call it. You do 2 of them. So you do one and then the other in quick succession. And for the given situation you do it in, you'll get the one that you want. So it's basically like playing rock, paper, scissors and being able to pick rock and paper. That's basically what it is. In situations where it might be pretty hard to react, some situations you can just react and then go for the rock, paper or scissors that you need. In some other ones, you would either do something called buffering, where you put the input for it anyway, and if the situation doesn't arise, that move won't come out, but if it hits, it will come out. An object select is you're putting in 2 specials, or like I said, basically 2 notations, and the situation that occurs will pick, it won't pick, but in the situation that you do it in, the better solution should come out. I'll do my example with Broly because that's who I literally tested it with, because I thought I'll need one for Broly. So with Broly, you have this move. I think it is actually a razor cannon. Is it called a razor cannon? Yeah. Oh no, a razor blow. Sorry, not a razor cannon. So he's a razor blow. He's a razor blow is safe on block. I can show this real quick as well. If you want to know something unsafe or safe, and you don't have the frame data, best way to do it is like so. So okay, let's do a razor blow. Pause it. This is how everyone else do it. I don't do it this way because I'm awkward. But then you set the dummy to jump, and then when I've finished this move, I'm just gonna hold jump, and you want to see who jumps first. Whoever jumps first is basically at an advantage because they can move before the other person. So I'm going to go back to training mode outside of the menu, and then we'll see who jumps first. They should jump about the same sort of time. They jumped about the same sort of time. I think Beerus actually jumps a bit before Broly, so we're probably looking at something like -1, -2, which is safe. There's nothing that fast to punish, so it's all good. So basically that's what my OS to revolve around, because that's one of Broly's few moves where he doesn't get punished straight afterwards. A lot of his other moves, put him back to standing there. That move, you test it the same way. I guess I should show you what it looks like. But this move you'll see is really unsafe because Beerus will be able to jump way before I can. So put him to jump, go back. Yeah, see, Beerus jumped way earlier than I could. So I know that move's unsafe. And from other things I've tested, so is the medium version, so is the heavy version. What else could he do? That's basically it you can do, actually. Obviously the supers are unsafe as well. But this move it's unsafe, but you don't get punished. Where these moves you get punished because they're so unsafe. They're probably like minus double figures, something like 10 or whatever. Where this is probably like -1 or 2. Anyways, no one cares about frame data. So basically, what I want to do is, in a match, sometimes something like this will happen. And then the heavy will sometimes hit people, sometimes it won't. What I want to do is when I get the 5H out, on hit, I want him to do super dash, so I get a combo. Because obviously everyone knows if you hit that, you get all this good stuff. Crap combo, don't worry about the combo. So basically, it's quite hard to react to 5H sometimes. Sometimes you'll be doing a whole string. You'll be doing all this. And then suddenly that will hit. So what I want to do is when it hits, like I said, I want to go into a super dash. But if it's on block, if they block that move, I want that to come out. But I can't react. I can't react to that personally. So when the 5H comes out, I don't want to go, which move I need to do. I want to put both of them in, and I want the move to that situation to come out in my favor. So on block, like I said, I want a razor blow to come out. On hit, I want that to come out. So something you can do is you input both the moves. You have to do it in a specific way, in a specific order, and a little bit of timing is required with this one. Just because if you do it too quick, you get the super. If you're looking at the notations, you'll see why. Super dash is heavy and S. A razor blow is cool circle forward, 2, 3, 6, and S. So if I do it too quick, I'll get super. So what do we do? So we do, first of all, I'll show you where it looks like a block. Okay, so you want to do heavy, then I want to do the special first, that, and then input a super dash afterwards. Basically, because when you hit an opponent in this game, especially with 5H, you get a lot of screen freeze. It's called hit stun, but the hit stun freezes the game for a moment. So what you use that bit for is to go, oh, okay, I've inputted a razor blow, but the screen's frozen, sorry. So let me put a super dash in afterwards. On block, the screen freeze doesn't come out, so it'll just take a razor blow as your first move. Oh, didn't mean that. So that's what you see in the top left. That's the input I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do cool circle forward S, a very small gap, and then I'll do super dash. So that's what it looks like on hit. Obviously that's good because I'm still like -2. I'm not going to be unsafe. If you do that into that, you're really unsafe. Online you get away with it a lot, but trust me, this is very unsafe. Massive gap in there, and you can get blown up for that. So if we put it on no guards, if you don't do the option select properly, like you see, I'll still get a razor blow. But what I want to happen is you're going to see the input for a razor blow, but you're not going to see it come out. I forgot the timing. I think I got to do it quicker. There we go. So there, I've got the Razor Blow input in there, but it didn't come out. The Super Dash came out instead. So that's the OS. And I clearly need to still work on it because I'm still getting a Razor Blow. There we go. Try it a couple more times. Boring training mode stuff. Yeah, I'm doing way too... I think I'm pressing... Yeah, I'm doing the Super Dash too quick. That's what I'm doing. So I need to wait till after... Yeah, they fly away. Okay, that's a lot easier. I say that and then I can't do it again. Yeah, I'm definitely doing it too slow. Or am I doing the Super Dash too slow? Let's have a look. Nah, I'm doing the input too slow for the Razor Blow. Okay. Right, got it down now. So just make sure, put in all guards. There we go. Okay, so the way to practice this for a real life situation for a match, you put the guard on random. To test that the OS works, what you do is you record the dummy doing it. That way you get the input out consistently. So I've already done that. I know the object select works when it's done properly. To test theories, what you should do is record the training dummy doing it and you be the person blocking or getting hit or whatever like that. That way, you know, every time the dummy does it, it's doing it the exact same timing every time. Obviously, when you do stuff, there's human error. Sometimes you mess it up. Sometimes you get it 10 times out of 10. That's the whole point of games and combos. You don't always get your combos, even if it's a B&B. So, to practice this, you would do... I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to know if he's going to block or get hit by it because it's on random. But hopefully, every time I hit him, I'll get a Super Dash. Every time he blocks, I should get a Razor Blow. I'll try and get it 3 times on the bounce. I'll try. See how good I am at actually doing this. Okay, so I put the Razor Blow in. Didn't come out, but I got Super Dash. So that's good. That's good. That's what we want. Perfect. Perfect. Both 2 times. Sick. So yeah, that time, did the Razor Blow, Super Dash, the Razor Blow came out, not the Super Dash. Try one more time, and then I'll go into another character. Ah, see, that messed up, because I've got Super Dash on block. Yeah, so that's what it needs to look like. Perfect, spot on. Right, so that's the OS. The OS with Broly is, whenever you're doing any sort of string, if you're doing all that sort of stuff, sometimes, like I said, they'll get hit by that randomly at the end of your string, maybe because you staggered it, especially with Broly, because you can hold it. You input 2 motions. In this case, it's quarter circle forward, 2, 3, 6, S. And then I'm tapping, I've got a macro for it, but I'm pressing H and S afterwards. Got to leave a gap in there, otherwise you get super, like I said earlier. That's the Broly OS. Took me 10 minutes. It's not hard to come up with, not really. When you know what an option select is, it's not hard to come up with. But practicing it is going to take a long time to get the muscle memory for every time I press 5H, I should be putting that option select in every time, because there's no need for me to react anymore, because I'll get the best option anyway. It's not the perfect option because there is a gap between 5H into a Razor Blow, but it's not a big one. It's not a big one. Like, they can probably reflect at worst. So that's the OS for Broly. Broly one's pretty good. The Vegeta one, I'm going to say, is pretty essential. Like, it's pretty crucial. Because his 5H into that is a true string. They can't interrupt that. I don't even think they can reflect it. I actually think it's a true string. Go check out my Google Doc, saying Elite Protocols. When I find out, I'll put it in there. But I'm pretty sure from what I tested, that is a true string. So, what... the same scenario. Sometimes I'll be doing a string, that will come out, and sometimes I'll randomly get hit because I've staggered it or delayed it or whatever. In the same situation, if that hits, I want a Super Dash. If it doesn't hit, I want that. Okay? So the OS is basically the same, it's just a different input. So I'm going to do too fast and you get super. So too slow and then I'll get the kick even though I hit him. I'll get that. So I need to find the right timing and then obviously practice it over and over again. So that's on block. Super dash was there, but the knee, the arrow kick. What is it actually called? I think it's called smash. No, smashing needs the DP, isn't it? Super dash kick. Actually sounds better. Super dash kick. Okay. So we want super dash kick on block. We want super dash on hit. So that wasn't good. Wasn't good again. I'm guessing I'm doing it too slow. Still doing it too slow apparently. Right. That seems about the right speeds, but I won't find out until... so I hit him and it still came out. Okay. Yeah, this is way different to Brogy's one. The timing is way, way different. Okay. Yeah, so I've got the command there. It is... You got to do the dash knee so quickly. And then you've got to delay the super dash. So, there we go. There's the inputs. Court circle forward, 2, 3, 6 light is the knee smash, and then the super dash afterwards. There was another one I did with Vegeta, which wasn't really an OS. It's more that it gave you a chance to hit confirm it, but this one's way better. The other one I was doing before was you do 5H, and then you hold the key blast. So on block, he's not going to block now, is it? Just on block, the key blast will automatically start coming out. On hit, the key blast won't come out. Then you can react and then do super dash. So, like that. So I was holding S, as you can see. There's H, then there's S. I was holding it down. He got hit, so no key blast came out. And then I went, oh, no key blast are coming out. He's got hit. Let me super dash and get the confirm. There you go again. And there you go. So when I do see the key blast come out, I'll go, oh, okay, I need to go into to dash knee. Dash kick. Dash kick. One card blast to the dash kick is pretty good. It's really hard for someone to interrupt it. Any more than one, sorry, and they can super dash through it. Just about. It's still pretty tight, but yeah, you basically want to get one key blast into that against people that know what they're doing. As soon as people see good players, when they see key blast or super dash, or they'll start reflecting. So same principle with the OS. I'm doing 2 inputs. I'm not reacting. I'm just doing it, and then the game is going to prioritize one of the commands for the given situation. That's pretty much what an object is. Hopefully that made sense. If it doesn't, hit me up on Twitter, IMC4IQ, and I'll try and explain it in text. I don't know if I can explain it any better than visual cues and me talking, but yeah, if you look at the notations and listen to what I'm saying, it'll make sense. I'm doing 2 inputs, 2 separate moves, but only one of them's coming out, and the one that comes out is the better one for that situation. That's all the OS is. There's going to be loads of OSs, but in this game, because those moves are really important, 5 H's, you're going to need to know that. You can do the same with like 2 H's as well. Obviously, sometimes if you're going for an anti-air, you go for 2 H, and sometimes they block it, but then you still super dash. That's unsafe. You get away with it most of the times because it's Dragon Ball Z, but that and the super dash is really unsafe. That's super unsafe. But obviously, you assume that it's going to hit. So yeah, that scenario can happen, and you can get your face absolutely blown up for that. So you can get OSs for that as well. I won't ruin the fun and show you all the OSs, but yeah, coming up with an OS for that situation is really good as well. With Vegeta, that's like the best one, I feel. They can't interrupt it, they can reflect it, but the dive kick is it's not punishable. It's unsafe on block. It's not your turn anymore. That's probably the best way to say it. It's probably like -1 or 2. So it's not your turn. If you get that blocked, you are tempted to fake pressing the button. It's technically the other person's go. If they're ready for it and they press light punch at the same time you press light punch, they'll beat you. That's the rule. But obviously, human error, like I said earlier, they might press it a little bit too slow and you're ready for it, so your jab will hit. But yeah, H's are unsafe. They've got gaps on them. Super dashing doesn't make it better, but most people do the super dash because they're expecting it to hit. So what you need to do is, you don't need to, but if you want to keep yourself safe, OS the thing. I could go over buffering quickly. Nah, I'll leave buffering for another one. Buffering kind of incorporates OS in, where you input something, and if it can come out, it will come out. If it can't, it won't. So you don't put yourself in danger. But that's basically what a buffer is. I'll do that in another video. But for now, yeah, hopefully this helped people. I need to T-mode probably at least for 5 minutes before I try doing any combos. Just hit confirming that. I put him in all block. I did as well. I would have been there for ages going, when is he actually going to get hit by this? Messed up that time. I'm doing the super dash too quick, I think. Yeah, I'm doing it way too quick. I've lost it. This is why I need to practice it. Am I doing it too slow? I think I'm doing it too slow. No way. Or at least I'm getting that on block. Nah, I can't be doing it that slow. Huh. It's actually easier with Broly, I think. I think the Broly one felt easier. No, I'm not going to be able to go until I finish this. Don't know why that's not coming out. There we go. I'll go at least one more time. Make sure it wasn't a fluke. Maybe it was a fluke. Let me try Broly again quickly.
Show me more.
I didn't even do the super dash on that one. Sick. Yeah, this one's a little bit difficult just because if I do it too quick, I'll get a super, and I don't want the super to go out. But I'm leaving too much of a gap and it's not reading both inputs. Right, there you go. I think I got the timing back now. Okay, there we go. Right, I've got the Broly one, that's more important. Way more important, because that's what I came here for. So hopefully you just stick around and watch me fail for about 10 minutes. But that's the OS. Hopefully it's helpful. Check out the YouTube for matches and other tech videos. And catch you guys later. Peace.